BBC Shetland enthusiasts have voiced the same grievance, with some imploring for the comeback of Jimmy Perez, portrayed by Douglas Henshall, on Wednesday evening. The episode featured DI Ruth Calder, enacted by Ashley Jensen, who took over from Jimmy, and Tosh, Alison O'Donnell, persisting in their search for their main suspect, Ian Bett, Robert Jack, the spouse of victim Annie Bett, Sarah McGillivray. The investigators wondered if they were dealing with a revenge murder after an image emerged of their second victim, Anton Bergen, Leroy Boone, surfaced. They also unearthed peculiar facts about Annie, who was also a friend of Tosh's, prior to the discovery of Annie's body. She and her son had been reported missing. However, when the young lad was found, he was smeared in blood, and his mother was deceased. In another part of the episode, Tosh and Ruth also aim to complete the puzzle by conversing with Bergen's employers, Karin, Natalie Merchant, and Stefan Jacobsen, Johannes Lassen, a Swedish duo who landed in Shetland 6 months prior and discovered that Bergen was a nurse to their chronically ill daughter, Astrid, Ines Serson, reports Wales Online. Simultaneously, a hungover Ian was discovered slumped in a deserted building, donned in blood-soaked clothes. Unable to respond to police inquiries, Ian was released. That is until messages on Ian's phone left Tosh utterly stunned. However, while some viewers were thrilled with the new series, others yearn for the presence of Jimmy Perez. Critics took to social media to share their disappointment with the latest installment of #Shetland, with one viewer commenting, "Is it me, or is the current series of #Shetland not a patch on previous ones? Some of the dialogue is really poor," while another echoed the sentiment. "Having watched #Shetland since Series 1, I can't believe the drastic decline in quality. For me, it doesn't work having two DIs working the case." Further unimpressed input came as a third fan stated, "They lack the subtlety of Jimmy Perez, #Shetland, and was agreed upon by another who chimed in, he needs to come back." On the flip side, there were those who found things to praise about the show, albeit still feeling nostalgic for past characters. "Love #Shetland. Billy and Sandy are great, like Ruth, Miss Perez and adore Tosh. Just fear him one step away from turning into Camper Van Angus." The release schedule also sparked remarks as an annoyed fan said, "I know it's a small thing, but it really knocks me that #Shetland doesn't go on the iPlayer at 9 p.m. like most dramas do." Yet amidst the critics, some viewers remain enthralled, with one jubilant fan exclaiming, "One of the best #Shetland episodes that. Loved it." Actress Alison opened up to Radio Times about the intense storyline, saying, "In those moments, you stop being a copper and you just become a person. When it's your friend lying there, covered in blood, it's the personal stuff that really bubbles to the surface. What rushes in is, what about her son?" And Tosh sort of wobbles for about 5 seconds. But then she's on the phone to Billy because you have to. And I think that's something that you learn as a parent. Even when everything's burning around you, you still have to be the person in charge. And so she has a very brief moment to be the friend, and then she's got the police hat back on again, and she's having to deal with logistics, the practicalities.